fact that God is invested in you, the fact that God says, I am with you, I will never leave you, I will never forsake you. I just wish I could see him, right? I just wish that it didn't have to be by faith, because I see all of you and that makes me happy. I just wish I could see God. Now one day I will, but the fact that I can't see him makes it stinking hard sometimes, right? Absolutely. Absolutely it does. But he has said, and Jesus said, even in that day when Thomas could actually put his fingers in the holes in his hands and in the spear hole in his side, which is pretty gross when you think about it, right? And he said to him, you believe because you see? Blessed are all of you who don't see and yet you believe. So we gather in our blindness today and in our inability to see. You ever wonder sometimes the very fact that God made certain animals to be able to see both during the day and the night, but he didn't make you that way. He made you to not be able to see in the dark. Why? Well, who knows? But here's a couple of things you might think about. Because he always wanted you to be looking for him. Because he is light. Right? He is light. He didn't want you to ever forget that. And he always wanted you to pursue light. And you're not going to pursue it if you can see it both day and night. I don't know how fish survive. I mean, they just do it all the time, right? And then some people like bats, they just fly around with radar, and I don't know how that works. But I know I'm blind, and I know I need the light. And God knew that too, and that's why he made me need him, and he made me need that light. More and more, when you think about what God does, you continually remind yourself, he is a great God. He is with me. He sheds light on my life. And he gives me the opportunities like he does tonight to be able to just enter into that presence again. That's so much different than just me and him. Now it's us and him. And I love that us. Because to me it becomes more strong and it becomes more balanced and it becomes for me the very thing I stand on. It's that foundational thing which is Christ. So I'm looking at his body because I can't see him for who he is, but I see his body right now. And lovely fingers, lovely toes. Some of you have done your hair well. I mean, all of that stuff. Right? But that's really what the body is. We need to appreciate that. We need to kind of hold on to that. And we need to just tell Lord, you are more precious than silver. Or more costly than gold. You're more beautiful than diamonds. And nothing that I desire can compare with you. You remember that song? If you don't, listen to it, because there's a few in there. Sing to him. Lord, you are more precious than silver. Lord, you are more costly than gold. Lord, you are more beautiful than diamonds. Nothing I desire compares with you. I'm going to just ask Jody to continue to pray, and I want you to think about being in the presence of God right now. Your eyes are closed and just kind of trying to grasp a little bit of the vision that he's here. What is it? What is it about God that draws you to him? Is it holiness? Is it beauty? Is it wisdom? Is it strength? Is it peace? Is it calm in the storm? Why don't just a few of you, as you kind of think through that, just call out a word or call out a phrase that for you means I am in the presence of God and this is what he is to me. Go ahead.
Forgiveness.
Faithful. I love. Unconditional.
Light in no darkness.
Merciful.
His righteousness.
Amazing grace.
Truth.
Creatures.
Trust.
Strong tower.
Correct.
is beyond my comprehension.
Lord, you are all things to all people. It does my heart good just to be reminded of the things that you are. And as we stand in your presence and as we soak it in and as we draw into it and into one another, Lord, I pray that you would see, as much as perhaps we haven't lived it, Lord, our hearts, our very soul longs to believe it, to embrace it. A value that is far above anything that we have been pursuing here on earth. Help us to do that, Lord. Hear us even as we sing. Let's sing it one more time. Ready? With me.